everyone, welcome to a new lecture from the Male Lecture Series. Today's lecture by Leandro Soto is super interesting. I'll tell you a little bit more about the speaker. I first want to tell you what we're working on at Male. We have some exciting updates to share. So one of the things that we have going on right now is the Male Community Cookbook, which I have on my hands right now. This cookbook has over 150 recipes which were donated by Male supporters, and this is a fundraiser, actually a very important one. As you know, we have not been able to conduct our regular schedule of events, so we are hoping to sell a bunch of copies to keep the library going over the next few months. So to get your copy, please go to our website. There is a PayPal button where you can also pay with your credit card if you don't use PayPal. You can come to Mel from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. to get your copy here. We accept cash and credit card, and keep an eye on our social media pages, as we'll be at the Slow Food Market, the regular Slow Food Market on Colón, and the North location, selling it as well. We're hoping to be in a few other places so that you can get it. So please make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and that you keep an eye on our website. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Leandro. I had the pleasure of meeting him not long ago, and he's a wonderful person, but most importantly, he's a very, very well-known artist. He was originally born in Cuba, but then he was invited to come to Mexico by the State of Tabasco in the late 80s because he was invited to teach art in Mayan communities. He has been part of exhibitions all over the world. He's been in so many countries, and he is an important figure in an art movement that's called Volume 1. Make sure you read his entire biography on the description of this video. And if you love this lecture, which I'm sure you will, make a donation to the library. Remember that lectures are free to watch, and you can share them with whomever you think will be interested in the topic. But we do encourage donations. They can be made through our website. So do check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you really enjoy this lecture as much as we did. Have a nice day.
Welcome. Come in.
Hello. How are you? May I come in?
Come in. Yes.
Thank you.
In. Well, you are in my art studio here in Mérida, Yucatan, and you will see a lot of our works. Not only mine, because I also love to collect art of other artists. When I like their work, we change pieces. And let me show you what you're looking. You're looking many pieces here. If you want to know what are mine,
Okay.
ask me.
But is this a gallery or is it a studio? It looks like a gallery.
It looks like a gallery because I'm living with all these pieces, and I want to feel, let's say, maybe I want to feel in a gallery now or in a museum. No. I think I want to enjoy the art pieces.
Okay.
Here are
Is
like
this piece yours?
Yes, this is mine. And you see the forest, the jungle, and the trees, and the lines are the energy of the wings that move. This is a style where I overlap lines, but really it's like a textile, a painted textile.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a mythological thematic because there is a poem there
Oh,
by
yeah.
an American poet.
I can see that, yeah.
That
You really have to look hard
yeah, well,
to find it.
if you live with the piece in your home, you will discover that sooner or later.
I see.
And it happens to me many times that collectors call me, oh, I am looking and perceiving this in your art.
And this is?
Oh, this is a sculpture I did in Arizona when I was living in Mexico. Mexico? No, in United States. Arizona, I was teaching at the Arizona State University, and this is the skeleton of a saguaro plant.
Oh, okay.
And those are cigar boxes, and I want to combine both themes.
Okay, that's beautiful. So what did you teach at Arizona State University?
I was teaching in the interdisciplinary arts and performance department, and faculty there we had to teach more than one discipline.
Okay.
Interdisciplinary program.
Okay.
So the student had to see us or doing painting, photography, dancing, doing theater, and
Okay. That's
they
wonderful.
had to see us doing that.
I see. And this piece is yours?
No, this is another Cuban American artist.
Cuban American?
Yeah, she lives in Rome. And
Where?
in Rome, in Italy.
Oh, in Italy.
In Italy.
Okay.
This is mine, and this is working with the idea of duality. And there are many things that you can perceive there. You take a while to look at.
Yeah, I
And
can
this
see
is
there are.
the symbol of computer here.
Uh-huh.
Because it's the duality 0 and 1, the two numbers. And the more you look at,
I
more
look at
things-
houses and cars and, wow,
Yes.
amazing.
There's a lot of things to look at.
Yeah, and it's huge too, it's beautiful.
Well, that's the dimension of the piece is, I love large. Maybe because my profession of doing also painting drops for theater.
Oh, that's the
designing plays,
theater
yes.
background, oh, I see.
Yes, the
Okay.
theater background is
Got it,
here.
okay.
Mhm.
How about these two, are these two yours?
No, this is another artist. This is mine.
Oh, that's yours, okay.
This belongs to the same series of works with the same lines that you
Yeah.
saw in that one, previous one. And this is the corn plant, and there is a lot of pre-Columbian symbols here. And you see here the water.
Uh-huh.
I painted this here in Mexico 32 years back.
Whoa,
Mhm.
so you're an old timer?
Yes, I have been
Okay.
living in Mexico for 7 years continuously and always coming back. There is a lot
I
of
see.
things to look in this culture.
And what do we have here?
Well, I don't have enough space to hang all my works. So this bathroom that you
May I come in
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I can put more light as you need. It's okay.
Oh, yes, sure.
Oh, this. But
Okay.
the sound is going to be there.
That's okay, it's just for a second.
The same series as our pieces.
Oh,
You will
well,
see
that's-
someone connected with that one. My journey to Egypt.
Oh, yeah, that looks like,
There is pieces of the photograph from other artists.
oh,
You have a lot of things to look at.
oh, this is beautiful.
Maybe you're looking the hill, the mountain?
Yes.
I did that one in Phoenix, in Arizona, going to Sedona.
Ah.
Inspired what I saw in the hills.
Okay. Okay, you can turn off the light now if you want to. Thanks.
So
Okay, so what do we have, what else we have here? Let's see. What is this? Beautiful.
oh, this is.
Let me
I
step
was-
back a little bit to see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a goblin.
It's a goblin, okay.
And this is like the huge building in the city of Panama. Give me inspiration.
Oh, that's Panama?
Yeah.
Panama City in
Panama
Panama?
City, in
Ah, okay,
Panama.
okay. Oh,
That looks like a building there is like
yeah,
a tower, so there were many things to look at.
okay.
If you have any question,
Okay.
ask me. Feel free to
Okay, and what do we have here?
Well, this painting belongs to the same series of the Gobelins,
Uh-huh.
and the drums.
Oh, is it drumming?
I have my real drums here.
Themes. I can see that.
Yes, I mentioned that.
So this is like music, a music corner.
A
here.
music corner with books,
Okay.
publication about my work.
Okay, and what else? Let's see.
Well, you have here a piece with collage, and it's dedicated to a Cuban, very Cuban, famous Cuban author, writer, who finished Explosion in a Cathedral in Barbados.
Ajá.
I was
se
living
dijo
also in,
Galtiero.
yeah,
Ah,
oh, you know him.
yeah.
And this belongs to the same series. You're going to see more work
Okay.
of this.
And this one, and
Series.
this piece.
All
right there.
these belong to the same series
Which
of
one?
the Gobelins.
Oh, the goblins.
And the whole series of Gobelins I did in Panama City,
Okay.
living there for a while.
This is
So,
beautiful. What material is that?
Well, it's burlap and canvas, and there are some little
Uh-huh.
things glued on it.
Let's see details here. Wow, that's okay. That's beautiful.
You
Okay.
walk freely, take
Yeah.
your time, but not too much because I think you have
Yes, I have a limited time.
a limited time.
And these pieces.
This is an American artist
Oh, okay.
from Arizona.
Okay.
The topic is Arizona,
Oh, that's beautiful
the
too.
desert.
Yeah.
And here, what do you want to see first?
Well, whatever you want to show me.
Okay. See, come here. This is
Oh.
the series, the Travel Diary.
Okay.
And
May I sit over here?
you are not going to afraid of this chair?
Can I sit there?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
sit.
okay. Wow.
This is a seat that someone wanted to throw away, and I rescued.
Wow. And
And I painted over it.
okay, so I'm going
No,
to.
it's
I'm gonna
okay,
sit
it's
here.
okay.
It's
You-
okay. Yeah. It's a work.
It's
I'm
dry,
sitting on a
it's
work
dry.
of art.
You're not
Okay.
going to- You're not going to be.
Okay.
So this is a series of pieces I did traveling. This is the artist's travel diary,
Uh huh.
and these pieces are done in different countries and different places.
And why do you do a travel diary? Why do you work with travel diary? Oh, that's
This is actually my home in South Hadley, Massachusetts,
Western Mass.
Western Mass, when I was
Okay.
teaching at
What do you do there?
Mount Holyoke College in
Oh,
the
you taught
theater,
at Holyoke
in
College.
the theater department, but
Okay.
I'm also in the visual arts.
A lot of snow in there.
Yeah. Also, this is the fall, and you see with crayons trying to catch the energy of
So,
that
so this
moment.
is a travel diary.
A
And
travel
why,
diary.
why would you? What makes you do a travel diary?
Well, it's first for artists traveling and moving. It's extremely important to receive always new impressions. But I was visiting different countries, cities. This is Spain, actually.
Oh,
in
this
the
is Spain.
Pyrenees.
Oh, this is the Pyrenees.
Yeah.
Okay. I see a lake in there too.
Yes, it's a lake.
Okay.
And the idea was to make notes of
Uh-huh.
the travel. But an artist, a visual artist, the best notes that we can do is doing a visual representation. That is the reason that
This
there
is
is
beautiful.
short text and more images. and actually, there are natural component in the collage. There is a collage, a small
Oh,
picture.
I
with-
see leaves there.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a picture that I took with a work with crayons, color, expanding the image. Oh, you're
This
looking
looks
at
like a
that.
beach.
Yes, this is actually that one is in Cuba, in the town that I was born.
Okay.
I came back to visit, and I did this series of areas where I used to play when I was a child.
No, that's nice. And this is also
This is
Cuba?
Spain. No, this is Spain.
Oh, this is Spain. Okay.
And this is a town, the north of Spain, where it has a very important historical value for the history of Spain.
Okay.
And I was visiting there too, and I did my notes of that place.
Okay. And this,
Oh, in the back? Oh,
Yeah.
this is like a
room divider?
biombo. Yes, we named that biombo.
How do you call it?
Biombo. Divider. This is like a divider.
I see, it's called biombo. Okay. And what is it hanging in there?
There are
I see
little
little-
notes of. This is from India, actually. The only thing that I did was retouch with colors, and I was looking phrases in different books, but more of all of them are notes about knowledge. Do you know about Vedanta philosophy?
Yes, I do.
You do? You were a professor, I think. So there are philosophical statements
Ah.
that I can revisit anytime and give me a feedback
Okay.
of my traveling in India. You will see artworks done in India too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, beautiful garden there.
Oh, I love plants, and this is a way to keep impressions.
And what is this?
This is this mattress is a petate. This is
Oh,
from Mexico, from Tabasco. It's
Okay, and
natural
it's-
fiber.
Oh, it's like straw mat.
It's a straw mat.
I see.
But the local name is petate.
Petate.
I don't know if this is pre-Columbian word.
It looks like a carpet.
Yes, but you can display this also in the wall, vertical,
Oh,
horizontal.
very nice.
And again, the thing is the roads
Uh-huh.
where people travel and move. And
Okay.
you have
Yeah, I can see a lot of.
and you have like a little pre-Columbian aesthetic, which
Mhm.
I have been exploring in Tabasco and also here in Merida. I love pre-Columbian art.
Okay.
But in order to sleep, this is used for sleeping on it.
Oh.
But you have to have the training.
It's
I
like
can do it.
it's like
with no
hammocks.
problem.
Like hammocks, huh?
Yeah. Hammock is here in Merida. This
Oh.
is in Tabasco.
Okay, so it's okay. Yeah, but I mean that you need training in order to
Don't fall.
to exactly.
Well, talking, what do you want to see first? Okay, this is a piece from my own collection, 1982.
1982.
Yes. It's like a postcard, a large postcard,
Okay.
and I use a real picture.
Could I see the materials? Yeah, the
Oh,
fabrics?
there are
Oh,
many things: tool, photography, natural materials, and I want to create like this atmosphere that you can touch.
and you have lace there too.
Yes, lace that could be part of the costume
Uh-huh.
that she's wearing.
So
The
it's a-
picture is of the beginning of the past century.
Yeah, the 20th century.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
beautiful.
Well, let's move. You have a lot of things to look at. What do you want, this one or this one?
It's up to you.
Okay. Talking
Let's
about,
see.
this is a box.
Okay.
Have you been in Miami?
Yes.
Do you remember in the airport there is a very famous restaurant name, La Carreta?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Well, what I did, I took the doilies
Uh-huh.
they use when you sit down at a table, and I make over them drawings of people that were there,
Okay.
having coffee, having some food. So let me show you. This is the face of, in an airport you can find people from all over the world, but everybody were drinking coffee and eating
Cuban sandwiches, I suppose?
Cuban sandwiches. See, those were sketches I did during the
Okay.
time waiting for my flight.
Oh, well, what a good way to spend the time at the airport.
Something productive. you know?
Yes.
And see the faces of people. Miami famous espresso, they say it. Yeah, but see how many people, different age, different faces.
Well, at the airport, that's it. It doesn't get more diverse than that.
Yes, it's, I was waiting for my flight that was delayed, so I had time to do my artwork.
Mhm.
And you will see here, like the menu, lips, and the menu, yeah. It's
Oh, there is the menu.
Yeah, you can see the details.
Oh, the menu, yes, I can see the menu. Okay.
And the idea is to create the roads that people are going to travel. It doesn't matter flying or by earth. And in addition to be a book, this could be displayed, if you like, in a three-dimensional form. You can stand
Oh,
like an
okay.
accordion.
Okay, I get it. Yes.
And you can display this in different ways. You can create your own installation.
Mhm.
So you can play with it.
Okay.
It's paddle. Here there is a Códice of Yucatan Codex.
The codex.
Codex, yes. There was a visit I did to the market in the central area of the city.
Where?
The market, the old
In
market.
here? In Merida?
in Merida.
Okay.
And I was so impressed by people, colors, different products. And that was the first step, like sketches, to create a series of pieces that were exhibited already in various solo exhibition and group exhibition. I'm trying to catch the impression that the market produced in me and the aesthetic. So for me, that market is like traveling to the past. It's like a traveling.
So you are re-editing the past in a way?
I'm visiting the past, but
Okay.
the past is present now. If there is no present, if I cannot see if I cannot break the difference between past and present, I am not interested. So, but going to the market is like traveling to ancient times here.
I see.
For me, it's a survival of the Mayan culture and Mayan relationships.
And those textiles in the back are,
All these belong to a series of pieces, like those are paliacats, of course, in a large scale. And they are hand painted and different textile
and this is part of the same
from the same series.
series of
yeah, you can see
the market series?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
You can see the
Okay, so you use different materials, textiles, okay, I see.
When you have a subject, a topic to work with, I feel freedom to do it with any material that I find
Okay.
that could help me or play or be used. So
Okay.
this is named recycled material, but I think in the eyes of an artist, everything is an art material.
Okay.
It's a not traditional vision, but every object, anything that, do you want to come to see this area? This is more like here, it's a working area. Go ahead, go in.
Okay, beautiful
Look
plant
at-
here. Oh. Well,
Do
you have it.
any questions?
You have a toolbox in here.
Oh, that's my working area.
That's
So
it. Okay.
There is a lot of things to look at here because You know, oh, this is more of the series of the paria cats.
Okay.
What do we have here? Do you want to see this? What do you want me to
Yeah.
talk about? This one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, this face of this beautiful woman is, she was the story of a traveler.
Mhm.
And she started her traveling, well, when you are born,
Mhm.
in Camagüey, in
What is that?
Cuba.
Oh, okay.
She moved later to another city in Cuba. Later, she moved to Havana, and from Havana, she moved to Madrid in Spain, to another city, Zaragoza. From there to Miami,
Okay.
and from Miami to New Delhi.
That's where all Cubans
In
go.
India.
Okay. Oh, well,
In
not
India.
New Delhi, Miami, yes, New Delhi.
And you can.
And then
take
you
a look.
say, it says the Ganges there?
It's the Ganges River.
Why?
Yes. Because she wanted her ashes to be delivered in the Ganges.
Oh, she passed away.
Yeah, she passed
Okay.
away. So you can take a look because
I'm gonna get closer.
I remember that I say that in the eyes of an artist,
Everything.
is an art material.
Okay.
So see, there are images of India. There are images of herself when she was young. Even her social security.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, every sister has the same
Whoa.
heritage.
Oh, Saks Fifth Avenue credit card, wow. And a driver's license.
Yes. I want to make a
And a health
testimony.
insurance card.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So it's
And a Jackson Byron card. Oh, I haven't heard from
well,
the.
you know,
Woo!
it's
And this is a passport?
the cover.
Okay, the cover. For
So I
passport.
want to combine. That little girl was her daughter,
Okay.
and
Wonder
I
what-
wanted to make the form in a oval shape
Uh-huh.
because I was doing a lot of sketch. Look at the sketch there in the wall.
Uh-huh.
But in order to do an art piece, you have to do a lot of sketches. And I start with the idea of doing a box, but I think it was too angular for a female topic or female subject, thematic. So I moved finally to this.
So there's a gender touch here.
Yes,
to
it's a gender
kind of
touch.
mixed
Yes.
with the form of that the piece took.
Yeah, and the materials.
And I
also.
see a lot of round forms. There is another round there,
Yes.
and
yes.
another one
On
here.
purpose, on purpose.
Okay, so you played with that, okay.
I play with that.
And the egg?
Oh, well, that's another.
That's an easy.
Oval
Never
shape
expect
too.
to find an egg here.
Well, this is the idea of a bird that is flying.
Oh, okay, a
so-
nest, like a nest that is everywhere.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a poetic touch. You can take a look. Well, you can be looking at for a while, but there is other things to see.
Okay, so let's move on.
Here,
And what do we have here?
this is a series of pieces I did in Barbados. I also was teaching there, the university. And the boards, the boxes are like themes drawers that you use to store themes.
Oh, drawers.
Drawers. Thank
Okay.
you.
But it
And-
looks like memorabilia.
Yes, it's memorabilia of the life of a writer.
I see. And what is your statement regarding memorabilia?
Well, this is something that.
Your
memorabilia-
particular take on the matter.
Yes, memorabilia is not only the past. You can do memorabilia with everything or with every object that you have attached an emotion or a concept to or a memory.
Uh-huh.
You can make memorabilia with things that happened yesterday or with things that happened 3 hours, 3 hours ago. It's a very open concept of memorabilia.
And-
But you can combine objects, text, paintings.
And why do you work with memorabilia? What attracts you?
Well, this is not only my subject in my art,
Uh-huh.
but you know, being a theater and movie designer, you need to work. Oh, you see, semi sculpture,
What's that?
Colombian,
Taino?
Taino, yeah.
In Cuba or?
In the whole Caribbean area.
Okay.
Uh,
I see a tobacco there.
yeah.
A
Objects
cigar-
that have
cigar,
meaning. Yeah,
cigar.
the writer used to smoke cigars.
Okay.
And this is a native component from the area too. So
And the boats, the ships?
the boat is in the novel. Everything there is a lot of importance to traveling in ships.
In what novel? On his?
Explosion in a cathedral.
Oh, I see.
All his novel, best famous novel, is based in a painting. And the novel has a lot of descriptions. It's a very visual, and I think this is my main attraction to his writing. And you see the Caribbean. This is a beautiful.
This is a big boat down there.
Yeah, and this is Barbados. The images. He finished his novel, as I mentioned to you.
Oh, he
there.
finished the novel there.
The novel there.
Okay.
And it's a synthesis. You can see Chinese things, many cultures together. That this is the Caribbean.
Why Chinese? Because they were also.
Oh, there was a lot of immigration in the Caribbean from China too.
Oh,
You can
okay.
find in the Caribbean area all languages, everything.
Let me see. And this, it looks like a theater.
Well, it's just look like the drops in
Like the
a
drops.
theater, yeah. And because I have made a lot of research in props for play that happened in other times,
Uh-huh.
I started to perceive everything, every object, as something that communicates.
Okay.
It's a topic. Oh, you're looking at this one?
Yes, I'm looking at this one.
Oh, this is the Smith family.
Smith family.
Smith family. Smith family.
Okay.
I was designing a play in Barbados, done by a Barbadian author, and I was talking to his family, and he was the son of this little boy that is here, the son of him. And I was looking at the image and I said, wow, I cannot go out of this house without having that picture, because there is a lot of information here. And she was a seamstress,
Okay.
and this is what you see, a lot of
Fabrics?
fabrics and
Oh.
all these little objects. And
Oh, buttons and.
many buttons in different styles, flowers, tools. And the main idea is to portray the life of a family, but also the cultural context where this family was living. Remember, I was designing a play written by him.
By one of his descendants.
Yes.
Okay.
And you see rice.
that
and
rice?
beans. Yeah, it's something.
And black beans?
And
You got black beans?
Yes.
Oh, you are so cute, huh?
No, this is a metaphor of what the children would play with.
Okay.
And you see the moon, the sun,
Okay.
yeah. And I am still working, look at that. I'm still working with. I think I'm going to integrate, because I want to make more clear that this is happening in an island. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking to integrate these little boats.
Okay. So what else is there?
Well, there are more art books.
More art books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do-
So when working with memorabilia, it's not only personal,
No,
but you
no.
also work with
No.
memorabilia
Memorabilia.
of other people and historical artifacts as well? I mean,
Yes.
of cultural value in general?
Memorabilia, you are turning objects into a poem. So that was very well developed by artists in Europe, but have been spread all over.
Mhm.
The concept of memorabilia is open. For example, here.
The
this is
water condition.
This is an art book, artist book.
Artist book. And what does water condition means?
The water condition being born surrounded by water in
Oh.
the Caribbean on an
Or
island.
being born in an island,
being
that's
born
a
in an
water
island,
condition.
The water condition.
You're
So
you're
you
surrounded by
you
water.
have limitation and you have possibilities.
Mm.
And you see there are some phrases there
Mhm.
that are talking about that. here, no anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, finally, I accept the condition of being surrounded by water
Okay.
forever. Or maybe I move to the continent. When am I going to do it now? Yes. And only one way through the water in a ship. No, you can fly right now. In other times, that wasn't.
That was the only
The only
way you
way.
could move from
Yeah.
transcontinental transportation. I see.
See, what do you want to see? India or?
Yeah, let's try India.
Okay, let's try India. I have been visiting India many times, and it's a culture, or many cultures there. Actually, I see many connections between India and Mexico because the survival, the present of all cultures there.
Mhm.
Here is, let me show you first this side.
Oh,
This is the traveling notes that I do,
the travel diary.
the travel diary.
Okay, going back to the idea of travel diary.
So
Okay.
drawings,
Mhm.
sketches,
Which is your own memorabilia.
my own memorabilia. I can take pictures, but the picture is excellent way to keep memory. But if you do it with your hands, you are integrating that your emotions.
I see.
It's, I love to, and I am a contemporary artist, but we don't have to abandon traditional forms. We can re-edit that.
Yeah.
People, market there, people walking in the street. This is actually South India.
This particular one.
Yeah. Men wearing dhotis,
Okay.
altars, faces.
Mhm.
More faces. And again, the other side of the codice is work done with Indian inks on Indian paper. Everything that you see here
It's Indian.
Indian. Yeah.
I see. And what's the difference between Indian ink and the traditional Chinese ink?
Oh, it's different. The
Yeah.
quality is more transparent. You can see that yellow with blue produce green.
What? Okay, so they have multiple colors. They're
Multiple
not
colors
just limited to the
and
black ink.
Yeah, and the
I see.
transparency. The
Okay.
transparency. I was finding a style here that allowed me to represent the intensity,
Of the
the
culture.
amount of information that I was visually receiving there.
Oh, okay.
It's
It
so
looks very intense,
It's
yes.
very intense. I have to go out into the street every 2 days.
To be able to digest impressions.
The impression. See,
Yeah.
the traditional houses, it doesn't matter. You think it is too much, there is more. Faces, eyes, the cow, this
Oh,
is.
beautiful.
But the streets
And the
are
cars.
full. The cities are
But
full of
the
cars.
impression I get is that the cow is far more important than the cars.
Well, because
I mean, they
you
they
can-
have to stop to let the cow
You
pass.
can find a cow in the middle of in the road or the street.
Yeah.
So this is another notebook. What
Okay.
else do you want to see? Do you want to see go to Arizona?
Yes.
Let's go to Arizona. Let's go
Okay,
to
so this is
Phoenix.
like a trip around the world
Well, okay.
in 30
now,
minutes. Okay.
This
And-
is ink.
Ooh, okay.
Actually, the technique here is Japanese.
Oh. Okay. And
Very good.
what is the name of the technique?
Well, this has color, is Dumi-e.
Dumi.
If there were only black and white, the white of the paper and the black of the ink will be Sumi.
Sumie.
But there is a touch of color, immediately is Dumi.
And this character here?
Is,
He looks-
well, This character is an integration of an African character, and also I saw the same character in India, that Kachina with Ireme from Africa, and I create the combination of both Kachireme
Okay, so it's a combination of a Kachina
with the Ireme.
with an Ireme, and the Ireme comes from where? West Africa?
West Africa.
I see. And they represent the same thing?
The ancestors.
Oh, okay.
So this is the common point there.
Okay.
And the Kachina live in the desert.
Uh-huh.
See, this is ink.
Okay.
The issue with this
So that this
style,
is still souvenir.
sumi,
Okay.
so,
Well,
sumi
do
dumi. The issue with this ink and paper is that you cannot correct what you do.
Oh,
So you need to do it
in one stroke?
in one stroke.
Oh, so that's one stroke?
Yes, and is not the result are not what you want. You have to start all over again.
That's complicated.
No, it's when you get the technique. See the tipis
Okay.
and the cachiremes
So
are
these are the Kachinas are from the Hopi scene
from the Hopi
in
in Arizona. Yes, and see with color that's more doomy. The stone, the kachina is on the floor moving. The sticks that also are important for African and for the kachina, the
So
Native
there is a
Americans.
synthesis
the
here.
cigars, the cigar are very important for Native Americans.
So there is a synthesis here
Yeah,
of tradition.
the union. This is what I love to do when I travel to one culture, to one country, to the other one. I try to always to see for integrations, not a difference.
What they have in common?
in common?
I
yes.
see.
And this is also okay. This is the explanation from Africa to Cuba, from Cuba to Arizona, Arizona. So this word, the movement of this moving in integration, things go through the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So
Culture travels, huh?
culture travel.
Yeah.
See another dancer. But look at the movements, and the movements are incredible that they had to do.
You tend to do a lot of paint impressions of movements, of energies.
I love
what I
dance.
gathered.
I love dance.
Ah, okay, that makes sense now.
I remember I had to design a lot of stage for.
Did you dance?
I dance.
What kind of
What I
dance?
do is more a visual dance, a visual theater.
Oh, okay,
Visual theater. You have to do movements, of course,
okay.
but it's a very theatrical
Mhm.
form of dance. But the images are even more important than the movement. See, the movement of the brush stroke is like dancing over the paper already.
Yes, that's amazing.
And here, that was actually what we're looking at were the sketches for the exhibition. And that was the text that present the exhibition in Arizona State University, because I was doing that traveling as a research.
Okay.
And the exhibition was presented there, and it was,
By
many of our pieces have been presented.
Dr. Ivor Miller was
Yes.
the one who wrote the words?
Yes,
I
for the
see.
exhibition. He is expert in Africa and also in the culture, native cultures in United States. And well, this is myself long time ago. I am not. My beard is black.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. What I'm doing, I'm painting my beard with white painting
Oh, I
right
see,
now.
okay.
So look at the drum. This is the native drum. Talking about
Was
performance.
that you?
Well, no, this is one of the actors, and I am the one who is under the kachire.
Oh, so you're playing the kashir, down here too? Okay.
Yes, in a gallery. This is in a gallery in Arizona.
Okay.
Mhm. That was the first rendering.
So you are a performance artist as well?
Yes, this
I
is
got
from 2001,
Okay. Oh, 20 years.
20 years. 20 years ago. Okay, so do you want to, what is your time going? Do you
Oh, we
more
have a
time?
few more minutes.
Okay, good. Can we travel to another place?
Yeah, let's go. Where do we go now?
Where are we going now? This is another artist book.
Okay.
Mhm.
You love
Maybe-
artist book, don't you?
Well, we have to do research for a series of work
Oh, what
that we're going to do.
Oh,
We have to do a lot of research, and that was another cultural trip I did with Whittier College in California. I was invited to go with the board director to
you mean the board of trustees?
the board of trustees.
Okay.
The board of trustees, and they want me to open to share with them my sensibility for the culture.
Okay.
So what you're looking here is
Oh, the
drawings,
sketches,
the
right?
sketches, the first sketches.
And from here you did a series of painting?
Oh yes, a lot of paintings from here. This is sumie. You see black
Oh, this is Sumie.
ink, the black of the ink, and the paper in the way that it is.
Okay.
Mountains, sacred mountains in Machu Picchu. But I also was exploring a particular aesthetic to do the series of work. And the first exhibition I did in the gallery of Whittier College.
Okay.
For example, here are frames for mirrors for native people in Peru. Mirrors are like the eyes of God. So
Oh.
this is what the mirrors are so important. This is the town when we were taking the train to go to Machu Picchu. The first.
So this is memorabilia of your own travels.
The concept of memorabilia is not limited to pictures and to documents.
Or objects.
Yes, or objects.
So it's a combination of
It's
things.
a combination of, if you go to a place and if there were not photography, you had to do your own memorabilia, doing drawings, as happened in 19th century. And the paper is, all my sketches, after that, I create the block fixing the sketches, because it's not only memorabilia of the journey, it's also memorabilia of the process, of the
Okay.
creative process.
Okay.
See the Inca window?
I see, I get it. Okay. So that gives it a layer of understanding to the memorabilia.
And expanding the concept, because normally people think in memorabilia only in
Valuable objects or documents or.
yes.
Okay.
But see, talking about Japanese technique, another combination of cultures.
Okay.
This is a dumie
Okay, that's it.
because it has color, but the technique is from Japan. I learned from the Japanese master the technique.
Okay.
But this is Machu Picchu.
Well, I understand there were some migration from Japan to
Peru. Oh,
Peru
yes.
and Brazil as well.
Yes.
But Peru, yes.
Absolutely. So I feel not doing anything wrong. So
No.
because integrations are important. Remember that for me, integration of culture is one of my main.
So you seem to be a ethnographic artist.
Well, I can fall in that category.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm not bringing any personal subject into my art. I am like an empty space that is full with impressions. And the process is how this impression creates an expression. So I base in the feelings that I receive, but not personal topic, I am not interested.
But
in
you
that
work
at
with
all.
cultures, I mean,
The culture, yes.
ethnography.
Yeah.
Okay, with an eye of an anthropologist.
Well, anthropology is something that I always have been admiring. Do we have more time? Do
We
you have more questions?
We have about 5 more minutes?
5 more minutes? Well, okay, fast.
Fast.
Going to the Himalayas. I was
Oh,
impressed.
Himalayas.
Yes.
Okay,
See, this is
so we're-
in Indian newspaper. I love to use materials from the place that I am visiting in a particular moment.
Okay.
And again, integration of techniques. This is the river in Dharamshala, where the
Dalai Lama?
Dalai Lama lived. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
And that was my sketch.
Oh, this
for-
is a sketch.
This is
Okay.
a sketch. This is a roll, which is another form. This is another Dumi technique. This is a river.
Okay, let me take it higher, okay.
And after that, with this sketch, I paint this final work in a sari, in a silk sari. But I want to represent the combination of duality here between the stones that are very stable and the water as an energy that moves.
Okay,
So really
the
there is-
element of movement.
Yes, but the combination of something that is very stable and heavy and the water as something that moves constantly. And this opposition, remember talking about the other piece, talking about different forces, this combination of both things together is that creates the concept of duality.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
It's a long piece, but it's a sketch.
I can see that.
Let me roll, so you have the opportunity to see it again. And I'm rolling this, going back.
And this must have taken a lot of time to do because it's quite long.
Well, again, you have to do this right since the first moment. You cannot correct any brush
Okay, so
stroke.
this is still Sumi,
Dumi.
I mean Dumi with color.
You cannot correct because the paper is rice paper, absorb immediately the ink, and you cannot make any correction. And this is one of the particular points in this technique, and this is why you have to do a short meditation
I see.
before doing this, in order to be in a mood that is able to make you do things right since the first moment.
And also, you have to seize the energy that allows you to do that.
You have to have the energy and you have to have the inner peace to do this. Because it doesn't matter that you dance with your hands. The force has to be
There.
under control.
And the enthusiasm as well, to finish something sort of long piece like that.
So let's, I'm thinking I'm really happy of your visit.
Well, thanks for letting me
And
in.
the English library
And
for allowing me
before
to-
I go, what could you just briefly mention this one?
Oh, and this is another journey into Egypt.
Okay. So we're moving from continents.
Yes, I was so impressed by Egyptian culture, and this is a combination of technique because it's acrylic and crayon on canvas, and I wanted to represent the color of the desert.
Okay.
But you see the curvy forms that the sand,
Oh, the sand dunes.
the sand dunes,
Okay.
It's very rhythmic, and also the arch, where the window that I was looking at the desert, and the pyramids.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much
Thank
for your
you.
time.
No, thank you for the
Thank-
visit. Thank you for the opportunity for artists.
Well,
It's
It's
really
wonderful to be able to have a digital tour of of your studio.
well. I really appreciate your visit, and I thanks again the English Library for allowing me to share my work.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.